Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Minjin Cho from Wocho Middle School. The topic of my presentation today is maintaining law and order in daily lives. On July 6th of 2021, the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development changed the status of South Korea from the developing countries group to the developed countries group through the unanimous consensus of its members. In the 57-year history of UN City AD, South Korea has been the only country to have developed into a high status. However, despite its economic progress, South Korea is low in the level of happiness and the quality of life index. I think one of the important ways to improve people's quality of life is to create a society where law and order are well maintained. The judiciary exists to ensure that the country's law and order is maintained, but it is also very important for individuals to do small things in their daily lives. Now let me introduce to you some specific actions and examples that you can do in your daily life. First and foremost, we can start off by following the basic order. Examples of basic orders that we should observe include refraining from littering the street, recycling properly, and obeying traffic laws such as obeying traffic lights. Furthermore, there are also other activities that individuals can practice in their daily lives, such as avoiding behaviors that may offend others, including making noises in public and being verbally or physically abusive toward those around them. Secondly, I propose that global citizenship education for youth should be mandatory in schools, because it is through education and campaigns that individual consciousness can be changed. Through this education, teenagers should be taught about knowledge and precautions regarding traffic laws and the importance of school violence and how to prevent it. Then they can learn about the basic order, public etiquette, and cultivate a sense of consideration for those around them. Thirdly, we need to use interesting methods to maximize the effectiveness of education. The first step is to provide teenagers with repetitive and regular sessions, such as an hour a semester, to ensure continuous learning. For example, conducting a role play rather than just giving instructions could draw students' attention. Young children these days tend to regard swearing and bullying others or calling them by fun names as only games. By placing them in the shoes of the victims of bullying through role playing, they will realize how annoying and painful it can be. Last but not least, to sustain these measures, I suggest organizing a school-wide praise relay in which students praise their peers one after another. For example, if a classmate praises another student for picking up a trash or recycling, the selected student could receive a small reward for motivation. A small box could be set up for students to write the names of students they think deserve a reward and a brief explanation. Once a month, the names could be tallied and the student with the most nominations could be rewarded. This way, other students will be encouraged to do the same, and the sense of order among the youth would be enhanced. To summarize, society as a collective of individuals and groups requires order for its existence. So law and order forms the basic foundation of society. If one or two people start to ignore the basic order, thinking that it will be fine for them, disorder and lawlessness will gradually become widespread, and the level of happiness in society will decline. As I mentioned earlier, if each member of society makes efforts to maintain the basic order, and if the society actively implements schools and campaigns to help individuals develop a major sense of order, Korea will be able to become a truly advanced country where people can live with a high level of happiness. That was the end of my presentation. Thank you all for listening.